Hello guys, Assalamu alaikum. Here to go with our third lecture about the introduction to geometry. So today we are going with the perimeter and area. So what is the perimeter? So here to go, I will have some over here. So here to go for the perimeter. Okay. So here you go first for perimeter. So what is the perimeter? So perimeter is a plane geometric figure, is a measure of distance around the figure. So here you go, we have figure over here in front of you. So this green bounded area over here, this is outside boundary of any of the figure. Here you go, this is a rectangle over here. So this outside boundary will call is the perimeter of a rectangular, or it will be a square, it will some other shapes. So then we have area. So what is area? So area of a plane geometric figure is the amount of surface in our region. So here we have inside of the region. So here we have like this region over here. So this outside boundary, the inside one, this green area. So this green one is called is the area of the this boundary of this figure or of this rectangular shape. So outside boundary, this outside this black one will call as perimeter. So this black one called as the perimeter, and inside one this green side will be called as area of a shape. So if I have some other shapes like the parallelogram, square, perimeter of these one will be outside boundary of this that figure, and inside boundary inside area of this will be called as the area. Okay, so we have some example over here. First is the triangle. So here you go for to find the how to find the area and perimeter of triangle. So first for the perimeter. Perimeter of this rectangle will be here you go. We have triangle with three sides. So one side over here. Here you go for the right side, one side, then two, then three. So you go, we have three sides over here. Then we have inside of this is a height. So this is the height over here. Okay, so like say this is L, M, and this is N. So I have this figure over here. So this is these are the three sides over here. So perimeter of this side will be, so as I said, so perimeter is the outside boundary of this one. So outside boundary is this A, B, C. So here you go. So A plus B and plus C of this perimeter of this triangle will be the perimeter. So what will be the area? So area is the inside of the boundary. So inside we have to first measure the height. So height of this will be H, and this B will be called as base. So this B will be called as base of this triangle, this B1. This shows the base. So here you go for the height. So what will be the area of this one? So area will be base into half of the height. So we have to take half the height over here, then we have to take the base. So it will be equal to half of the base and height. So we have to multiply this, like base will be multiplied with height and into 1 over 2. This will be half of the base into height. Okay, so the height of a triangle is measured perpendicular to the base. So here you go, I have a one shape over here, Cartesian one. Here you go for the horizontal one, then I have vertical shape. So this is height, this vertical will be height, and this horizontal will be the base. Okay, so his the statement says that the height of the triangle is perpendicular to the base. So you can see this is perpendicular. So perpendicular means the base is 90 degree over here. So here you go, we have some figures over here, like this will be the height. So here you go for this one height, and if we have a figure over here, we cannot find the height over this. So we can extend this one. You can the dotted lines over here, then extend the line over here, you can find the height. So moving to the next one, we have rectangle and squares. So how to find the area of this rectangle and square? So first for the rectangle, so we have two sides, this one and two sides of this one. So these are the parallel sides over here. Okay, so we have one width over here and the one width over here, and two length over here. So length is the something like this distance over area, and height is a vertical line of the width is the vertical line over here of the rectangle. So for the perimeter of this rectangle will be 2 into 2 of the width. We have two width over here and two of the length. So we have two lengths over here. So it will be 2 W will be the width one. So this is called as the, this will be the width, and this will be the, this will call as the length of the this rectangle. Then what would the area? So area would be inside of this one. So here you go, we have this inside area. We cannot, we have to count width and these two one. So just we have to find the inside of this area will be, just we find the over here. So we have the length over here, this L. Here you go for the width over here. So we have to multiply this length and width over here. Then for the square, so what will be the area of the square and what will be the perimeter of the square? So perimeter will be 4 of S. So S is here showing this side. So it means this is showing the side over here. Okay, here to go for the high perimeter. So this S was showing this side over here. So we have 4 sides, this 1, we have 2, then we have 3, and this 4 side over here. So we have to multiply these are 4 sides. This will show as the perimeter of this square. So for the area, we have to take the square of these two sides. Here you go, we have sides over here, one side, two side over here. So for this one, we have to take the square of the sides over here. So here for this one, we have different one, that this was the width and this was the length. So we have to multiply these two one. So you have to go on two side multiply. So we have one side over here, then one side over here. So it shows that it will be the square of this square area. Then we have parallelograms. What would the parallelogram? So for the parallelogram, here you can people all know. So this is same like at the rectangle shape, but it's tilted. So for this, how to measure the area and perimeter of this tilted rectangle one? So that is the parallelogram. So for this one, we have base over here. Then we have one side over here. This is the length one. Oh, sorry, this width one. And this base one. We have what? How to have to find the area. So for this one, area one, we have to take the height. Okay, for the perimeter, we have to 2 and 2 A for this length. Oh, sorry, this width over here. For B, 2. So we have base over here and one base over here. Okay, for the area. So for the area, we have take the height over here. This H8 will be showing the height. So this height over here, because we are not have any side over here. So what for we go, but we have to find this height over here. Then we have this base. The multiplication of these two one will be shows the area of parallelogram. So area of parallelogram will be equal to area of rectangle with width. So we have width over here, and that will be equal to H. H will be height and length, that is B. So H into B will be the area of this rectangle. Okay, so move to the next one, that we have trapezoids over here. So how to find the area of this perimeter of this trapezoid? So people know, so trapezoid is half of the parallelogram. So as the dotted line shows you, they are showing like this is a parallelogram. So here to go, how to find the area and perimeter of this one. So for the perimeter, we have to take the all 4 sides over here. For all 4 sides over here, like this one, A, we have A, then we have B, this one, we have C, and then we have D. The one side, these two parallel sides over here, and one this side that is not parallel over here. And for the area, we have to take half of the height. So we have half height over here. So how do we have to find these areas? We have to first find the height over here. So half of the height into A plus B. So A plus B is the, A is the one over side base this one, then we have base this one. Okay, for the parallelogram with the base A plus B and height that is equal to H, with area is will be H into A plus B. So for but the trapezoid is half of the parallelogram. So first we have to do, we have to take 1 over 2. So that will be over. So for this ones we have, but the trapezoid is half of the parallelogram. So here you go, we have this shape over here. Okay, move to the next one. We have some shapes over here. So name the polygon. So this, okay, so all people know how to measure, how to find the name of the polygon. So polygon is one that is always shown by its sides. We have, so the sides of the shape will show as the name of that one. So here you go, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 side over, so that will be hexagon. So hexa means 6. Then we have penta, so we have to find 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 sides over here, so this will be the pentagon. Okay, so moving to the next ones, we have some examples over here. So how to measure the perimeter and area if we are given with some sides and length over here. So here to go, if we have one rectangle over here, sorry, the triangle over here, these are all sides over here. So you can see A, B, and C, 3 sides over here. So all values are given over here. So what do you have to do? You have to multiply all 3 values over here. So what is perimeter? That is equal to A plus B and plus C. Okay, so we have to add all these ones. So we have to add on these values. So that will be the perimeter of this one. So we don't have any symbol over here or any measuring symbol over here. So we're not going to show over here. So for the perimeter of triangular pentagon, that is 35 inches. So here you go, we have 35 inches or given over here. So okay, here you go, we have already known the perimeter. So we already know the perimeter of that is 35 inches. So what is the length of each side? So we have to find one length. So what will be the length of this side? So we have to find that. Okay. So all know. So what is the so this perimeter will be equal to, like this P is equal to, we have all sides over here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 sides over here. Like I have to take 5s because we have 5 sides over here. So here to go, it's a formula I show all you over here. So I have 5 sides over here. Then I take what was the perimeter, that was the 35 inches. I written 35 over here, like I write over 35 over here. Then that will be equal to 5. So we have 5 sides over here. So first I have to do, but I have to find sides over here. So this side will be equal to 35. Like we have to divide 5 on both sides. So that will be S is equal to 7. So that will be 7 inches. So that will be the 7 inches. Okay, so move to the next one. So we have a parallelogram over here, and it has a base. The base is of the length. The base of the length is, that is 3 cm. Then the height of mirror, that is 5.2 cm. Then what is the area of parallelogram? So we have to find the area. So what is the area? So that was base into height. So what was that one? So we have to multiply base into height. So we have base. So what is base? Base is given over here. That is 3.4 cm. Here you can go. So the base is 3 cm over here. And what is the height? This h. So height of this one is equal to 5.2. That's given over here. So we have formula of this area of a parallelogram will be base into height. You have to multiply these two one. So we have find the area over here. Here you can go. We have the by symbol, that is 3 cm over here. So it will be square over. So don't forget to write the square for the area. So if you are measuring the area and you are given the centimeter or some other measuring symbols over here, so you have to write the symbol and then you have to write square of that one. Okay, so here to go. We are ending the lecture over here. So see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching it.